Hi, my name is Oliver, and I'm a feline. I'll also be your narrator during this film, and I truly hope you enjoy it. Now, getting down to the floor of things, where my world exists, I must say that things are always looking up for me, along with my other feline and canine roommates. I live with Luna Petunia, the only feline here longer than me. She's a prissy bitch, and she has quite a temper, though she hams it up with her humans. By the way, her breath stinks. We also have Gracie, and Luna despises Gracie because she's another female in the house. In fact, Gracie found us begging to come inside, and our humans finally let her in. Unfortunately, her brother Tom Tom died before he was able to move in, but I'm personally glad to have her here. Finally, we have Archie the dog, Beagle Spaniel mix. He's such a mama's boy, and he gets a lot of separation anxiety when humans aren't around. He seems pretty dumb to me, and he can't compete with me when it comes to napping, though he really thinks he's a cat. Now, let me show you around where I live. This is my beautiful abode. And here's the bathroom. The bedroom. The living room. Another bathroom. This is my litter box. Oh, didn't mean to show you that. How unglamorous of me. This is Lanai, or as I like to call it, the concrete sunlight room, with my backyard being the entertainment. Out here I like to chase bugs across my path. Love bugs. And as far as humans go, I don't really understand their humor, you know? And I have to rebel against things like being dressed in a stupid sweater with letters that make no sense on them. Of course it came from China, duh. Or when they summon the mean machine, the greatest sucker I know. I also don't understand their squawking and finger wagging, but I know their tone and I know when I've been bad. It feels oh so good to be bad. Napping is always great. Cannonball into the couch. So as far as my life is concerned, I'm just a 5-year-old cat living in a sunny paradise of air conditioning, dust bunnies, and clumps of animal hair. And I'm fine with that, despite the occasional hairball. As my life is quite ordinary and gratifying, especially when I'm enjoying the petty... Oops, I did that on purpose. It's also important to scrounge on the floor for food when possible. Love that laminate aftertaste. Though this lizard would taste better. But that's me, and my life in a nutshell. Just a fun, lazy, happy life. Especially when food is involved. It was a dark, stormy night. Well, every night is dark, but this night was especially stormy. I laid across the bed while my humans were out of town, hearing sounds from all over, and then came the crash. No, I'm not talking about the stock market crash, which was actually a few years later. No, I'm speaking of aliens. Well, I didn't know what the heck it was, but I'm telling you this in past tense, okay? After the flash crash, I heard strange movement inside the closet. Then emerged the ugliest human I've ever seen, with large black beady eyes. And its smell was horrible. Okay? I couldn't believe my eyes as it approached the bed I was on. Slowly it crept in front of me. Its lips didn't move, but I heard a loud voice in my head saying, "Submit." Screw that. I was out of there. I ran and hid. I hid under a chair while it looked for me, but doggone it, it kept finding me. Slimy, nude, disgusting little thing. Its ugly head kept popping up out of the shadows, and I kept finding new places to hide. I was really beginning to get scared. No matter which room I hid in, the large bug-eyed alien would find me. Finally, I found a safe place under the bed and eventually became sleepy. So sleepy, I slowly shut my eyes into an abyss of sleep. After dreaming of doves, I got up the next day and watched some cat TV with Gracie. Gone was the naked, menacing thing. Just a sunny day here. Must have been all a dream or a laminate overdose from way too much floor licking. Luna watched from afar. I got bored and went for a stroll, figuring I'd relieve myself. And then it was time for an afternoon gulp from my water bowl. I liked the chair. Perfect for napping. Archie was already fast asleep in bed. Oh well. I might as well nap, too. Nothing else to do. I woke up to find the most beautiful melody. Was Dad at home, playing the piano? Wait, I don't know he could play that well. I adjusted my eyes to shock. Seeing Archie play the piano rocked me to my feline core, and my hairs stood up on my nape and all over on my body, I might add. It was both beautiful and haunting at the same time. I was literally on the edge of my seat, unsure what to think. I decided slowly to walk away and ignore the weirdness in the living room, but my curiosity slowly got the best of me. Yep, Archie was definitely playing the piano, and that was only the beginning. Soon, a flying saucer appeared, capturing the attention of Gracie and Luna. The oven came to life.
Come play with me. I want food right now.
So did the mean machine. By this point, I was more curious than scared.
Look at me, Oliver. Look at what I can do. Look what I can do. I can move around now. Hi, Oliver.
Gracie took up reading, in between page sniffing. Much to my shock, and Luna was suddenly able to levitate. What the heck was going on, I wondered. Did this have to do with last night? Asteroids were floating in the house, among other oddities. It kept getting stranger and stranger, I must say. And outside? Gone was the green grass, replaced now with white fluffy stuff. Archie has musical talent, Luna can levitate, and Gracie can read. But what was my talent? I felt a little lonely and lost until I realized that I can think, rationalize, and understand the English language, along with other languages. It was such a beautiful moment in my life, watching the impossible unfold, and the critters excel and do stuff most humans can't. Well, it was really special. Things got even weirder after that. Yes, this part needs no explanation, because I can't explain it. I watch these little things move around me or mock me.
Hi, Oliver. Hey. Woo. Hi, Oliver. Hey. Look at my kitty. Hi, Oliver. Come play with us, Oliver. Come play with us. Come play with us, Oliver. Woo! Whee! Whee!
Eventually I gave chase, but it was all a trap. I didn't know what a portal was, but I was about to learn. Down the rabbit hole I went.
Oliver, do not be afraid. I have something to show you. a safe place, there is no gravity. I have seen many worlds, but your planet is special, Oliver. The Earth was uninhabited for a very long time while we observed your solar system. A great new beginning occurred with bacteria, evolving into dinosaurs. But it was not meant to last, and events were set into motion for a new species to dominate the planet. A great explosion occurred. Do not be afraid, Oliver. We then developed man and gave him a soul and consciousness. The first humans were primitive, but we helped guide them to create great civilizations. As humans struggled to evolve and accelerated the destruction of their planet, their governments restricted us from physical contact with their citizens. But there's no agreement when it comes to felines. Humanity will soon collapse, Oliver, because humans have destroyed too much of the planet and themselves. This is why we've chosen felines to evolve as the next great species, and you, Oliver, are the first step in this evolution. We are giving you the gift of intelligence, reasoning, and dominance. Your species will soon grow to become powerful, more powerful than humans. Take my hand, Oliver, and I will guide you back through time and space. Come with me, back into the here and now. I will see you one day again.
I was never the same after that day, especially after emerging from the portal. I knew my life had purpose, a great planetary purpose. Archie lost his musical ability, which is good, because our humans were returning home. Luna stopped levitating, and Gracie stopped reading. Back to normal, right? I don't know. I don't think so. All the felines in the house could now communicate telepathically in the English language. Yes, I can hear you, Luna, and you're still a bitch. Life went on for a long while, and things did change over the years. And now here I am, many moons later. Humans were not my enemy, and yet they were dying off in droves from a new disease. The economy tanked. Wars erupted, and supplies dwindled. Eventually, they all died out. The lights went out permanently. The plants flourished. Those are some scary, sad, chaotic days, watching every human I met shrivel up and disappear into nothing. And I watched so many prophecies unfold during that time, prophecies that aliens showed me. Felines continued to rapidly multiply and communicate telepathically, something that was already going on before the great undoing of humanity. But humans were unaware of this, even until the very end. And I will continue to miss my mama and dada. This is the past, this is the present. And now I have brought you up to the present tense. And here I am, 30 years later, growing ever bigger in size, intelligence, and more adept at my wit and wisdom. And now I sit near a window when I can, gazing up at the beautiful sky, no longer obscured by city lights, thinking about my alien friend, and wondering when I will see him again. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little film. And by the way, if you are a human being watching this, it's not too late to change the course of fate. At least that's what I was told in the portal. And that's the reason I made this movie for you, because I'd rather have you guys run things while I nap and eat. Sound good? Okay, good. Now, get to it. Save the planet.